DCA Adventure is rated F for fucking awesome.
Yo, Crypto Nation. It's another FA Friday with your favorite people here. We got Chris, we got Gunny, and myself, Nemesis.
Yo.
Not sure where Mikkel's at. I'm sure he is working as usual, doing the slave work away.
Fiat jobs.
Get right. I'm just saying, damn fiat jobs. What is going on, all you awesome FA people out there? We got Tech Man, we got Automatic Boots in his house. What's going on, everybody? Don't forget to smash that lizardy like button as you are sliding on in here. You know what to do. And be the notification too, kind of send out that notification to everybody. Make sure everybody gets that note. That be the notification that YouTube will not.
Yeah, I'm currently posting in general right now because I didn't even get the notification, and I'm part of the deck. What's going on?
Right. The censorship is real.
Oh, dude, you know it. They don't like freedom, man. I don't know why.
Right.
Is that because we don't have to pay as much? It's got to be it.
Something, man.
Freedom costs too less money. We need to get on the pay scale.
Hey, man, they're already raising the price of freedom, dude.
Dude,
I mean, I don't know about you, but going to the grocery store, having freedom in my bank account, don't go hand in hand anymore.
No, don't.
Shit.
It's hard to buy groceries and sats at the same time.
It was over $100 still. I had a mini cart.
Yeah, the mini carts are getting like the price of a full-size cart now.
Dude, it's terrible, man. And it's just getting worse. Like gas closer to $5 a gallon where I'm at now. Like, fuck you.
Yeah. And I saw I actually was while looking at the TikToks you've been sending me, Gundy. I saw one where a guy he figured out a way to find things on clearance at like Lowe's and Home Depot. And you could buy things like for a penny. Like, you could buy a brand new vacuum, like shop vac for a penny because it's on clearance, but only in certain locations. So you actually got to hunt around at the different shops and stuff. And I'm like, dude, that's freaking awesome. Buy it for a penny and sell it at wholesale on eBay or some shit.
Yeah, as soon as you put in like your zip code, they're like, nah, we can't give it to you for a penny. It's $179.
I know.
You're like, nah. It's like, that's just weird.
The other alternative is going to places like Walmart and just shopping around for the mislabeled items.
I do that at the grocery store, yo.
Dude, I did that at Stater Brothers, and I got like a $70 bottle of gin for like $10. It was great. Of course, that was last year, but this year, they mislabeled like those nice hammock chairs for like camping and stuff.
Yeah.
They're more durable than the typical fold-out canvas chairs, and they're like $67 a piece. They were mislabeled for like $15.
Yeah,
so bought two of them on the 4th of July. Returned them today.
Yeah, you got more money.
Got $140. Bought dog food and a bunch of other stuff that we needed.
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. At the end of the day, these corporations deserve what they get. So.
It is what it is. Techman says it's going to get 89 times worse. Hopefully not, but you're probably right.
I'd like to say that we're headed somewhere good at the moment, but unfortunately, it
depends. That one really depends.
It's very teetery. And
that depends on if we become a banana republic or not.
Well, if we all get crammed into a city and have to start, paying with our palms, you know what time it is.
It's not even that, man. It's like
Oh,
they're
speaking of crimes into
imprisoning
a city. Did you see the video that I shared in like the recommended videos section in our Discord about The Line, the brand new utopia they're trying to build in Saudi Arabia? It's like a 3-dimensional city. Instead of being on a flat plane, they're building up, and a lot like those like Blade Runner and those other types of movies where like the entire city,
it's just up.
Yeah, it's just up. You know, you can get to anything you need in your entire life within 5 minutes of walking distance.
Yeah,
like,
that's
really?
that's the whole dystopian nightmare of the 15-minute city that does not work in any fashion.
You'll live in the upper levels, and then you'll go to the middle levels for like your gyms and shit, and all the bottom levels will have like food and commerce,
and you'll have to have permission to get to any one of them.
Yeah.
Well, if you go to Whole Foods right now, I think Whole Foods is actually implementing a brand new system where it's AI-driven automatic check-in, check-out. You know, you actually have to scan to get into the store, and then scan to get your food, and then scan to get out of the store.
I wouldn't shop there. Them places can go out of business as far as I'm concerned. Fuck them places.
Think it's cool and everything, but like,
it's people who
paint you a picture,
don't care.
What if you say something to someone on Twitter that they didn't like?
Oh yeah, they even mentioned social credit scores.
What if you ate too many cheeseburgers this week? Like, they're gonna restrict your payments to all this crap. They're like, oh, you've exceeded your maximum red meat limit for the week, so you can't even fucking buy it because you have to use all their.
There are stores now that are having AI tracking of employees and customers while dining. So they can track the amount of time that they're eating, and if the employees are having any downtime during the day. You want to know how you stop places like that from implementing garbage like that? You stop. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
We stop.
Right. If people think that it can't be done, oh, we can't fight the system. Might I enter in Exhibit A, Bud Light? Do not tell me that we do not have the network effect to make change.
If we actually got on board and no one in this country bought gas for one day, one fucking day, it would cripple the gas market.
Yeah.
It would tank big time for one fucking day.
Yep.
But the problem is you'd have to get everybody on board with it. And that's the problem, you know. That's why there's a two-party system. That's why they just push diversity, because they want us to fight each other instead of them. Plain and simple.
Well, they're pushing diversity, not, you know, pushing, you know, who's actually qualified to handle the job. I mean, when the push for diversity was first really being pushed, maybe you guys remember Deadpool 2.
Oh, all good roads are paved with good intentions, you know. So
all roads to hell are paved with good intentions.
They were like the poster child of, you know, pushing for diversity, and they ended up getting a biker that was a stunt person who actually didn't know how to do stunts. They just checked the box for diversity, and it cost them their life.
Yeah, true story, man. Like, it's getting insane. Like, I thought we hit Clown World like 20 years ago. I think we hit Clown World finally now.
You see, I mean, I'm not getting paid by them or anything, but Public Square. If you guys want to know, like, companies that have America First ideologies, Public Square can actually connect you with local businesses so that you stop shopping with woke companies.
And these
if you don't know, but for the people who do not know, and they don't have a local farmer market, you know, Public Square can help direct them to making sure that they're giving their hard-earned dollars to people who have the same values and ideologies that you would.
Yeah, I mean, you know, people get paid to like install stuff around neighborhoods that, you know, they wouldn't be able to get installed if people weren't installing them. You know, I don't think they thought putting all this radiation tower shit everywhere is going to be good for people, but I think on the contrary. Because the problem with 5G is it's awesome, but you have to be really close to the fucking source. Like, really close.
Tech man's like
And by
diversity
then, when you were
brings
close enough to actually experience the awesomeness, you're being irradiated.
Your brain at the same time.
and Tech man, diversity is division, because you have to acknowledge there's a victim and and an oppressor.
Black and white, not just gray.
Right. It's not, hey, we're gonna make it so that everybody has an equal opportunity. We're going to make it that we're going to have equity and inclusion, because there's this group of people over here by no fault of their own are incapable of doing X, Y, and Z. Instead of going free market, may the best man win. Good luck.
You could totally like get rid of the two-party system. Just go to like the Patriot system where.
Well, no, you see, they're already doing that. That's where it's going to bring us into a banana republic, because being Republican is going to be illegal moving forward.
I don't know, man.
I mean, hell, you can't even be a Republican lawyer, because they're, for the first time, they're going after lawyers.
Yes, for collusion.
Oh.
They're saying,
espionage.
It took them the longest.
It's under the Espionage Act.
Well, see what they don't know, when they open that door, all of a sudden now that door swings both ways, motherfucker.
That's right.
And they're trying to do this on the Records Act. So because they found a few extra records in a different spot that they thought they had everything. Now they're trying to go after them for all this collusion stuff. And they're going after Trump on espionage. And it's like, this is political persecution right before an election season hits in.
Of course. And you know, they're ramping up all this COVID news too in preparation for
if Trump is
schools and businesses are currently starting to reinstate the mandates for masks and screenings.
Sorry, no.
Yep,
Say no, thank you.
Right, the world needs to sit there and be like,
I was like, don't be a bitch about it. Don't like yell at people and get upset. Just be like, no, I'm sorry. This is like, a mandate is not a law. You cannot make me do this.
Right, it is illegal to have a federal mandate of any sort. It is government overreach at that point.
Yeah, but see, when it comes to businesses, just like they say, no shirt, no shoes, no service, they can also say, well, hey, we're a private business. We can make our own rules and policies. So we're also going to say no mask, no service, no screenings, no jobs.
You see, that's where this is beautiful. You see this whole thing that I was talking about earlier. It circles right back to it. It's amazing. So Squarespace, they're going to be aligned with your ideologies a little closer than you think.
You should put a link in the live chat.
Down below. Not sponsored.
Right.
And you know, you don't have to listen to us, guys. This is just our experiences.
We're just shooting the shit, telling you what's happening in the world right now.
Don't go out and try to tell people that, you know, I'm not getting a ticket because speeding is not a crime. Victimless crimes are not crimes. You got to have a victim to have a crime.
I have it on my phone. I don't know if they've got an actual website. It's an app, as far as I know, that you can get on your phone.
Oh, yeah, the devil's device. Ugh, smartphone. Why do you?
Oh, it's public. I'm sorry. It's Public Square. I do correct myself. It is Public Square.
Yeah, you're right, Tech Man.
Public SQ.
SQ is publicsq.com.
There's plenty of wealth for us all.
There we go.
It's out there. We're just giving it all away to the wrong people at the moment.
Yep. So Public Square.
There you go.
Not life advice. Don't click the link.
Right. Don't click the link to freedom. These people, if the businesses on there all have to sign documentation that they are constitutionalists.
I like them even more
another website.
And what's even cooler is that you can get your local businesses around you. That if you know that they're like a small little local mom and pop shop that have the same ideologies as you, you can get them signed up with this. It's all free.
Nice. Well, I think I know the next social place for my solar business.
Yeah. Where, the moon? Only on one side, though. The other side doesn't do so well. So Mikkel's Fiat job at it, man? I thought he worked during the mornings. No?
I thought so too, man. I guess today I really tied him up.
Is he pulling double shifts? Making that dumb?
Well, the Wi-Fi might be doing a wedding.
Oh, is she?
She does like the hosting of the weddings and stuff like that. It's like an event planner.
Yeah. Well, I hope everybody's doing okay in the Mikkel family over there.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Bert Chasey.
But I can't
Speaking of family, where's our boy Oz at?
Ooh,
He's
I
been
don't know,
back
man.
a while now.
yeesh. Maybe he was gone for so long from the fam. He just needed like a couple weeks off, you know. Just like fam it out. You know,
Right.
it is the end of summer. You know, my kid went back to school on Thursday.
I mean, is he a bull market friend?
But-
We go into a bear market and he
like,
disappears.
you can always tell there's a couple of crypto tubers out there. You don't see jack shit from them for like 7 or 8 months, and then all of a sudden, like
One
some-
green candle. I'm back.
No, she was in the
Hey, did you
ER.
miss me? I'm like, no, motherfucker.
Oh,
we're
shit.
good.
Oh, hope everything's turning out okay, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Hope everything is okay, man.
Oh, yeah. Our prayers go out to her, my dude.
Yeah,
Seriously.
take care.
And
of the fam-
my prayers go out to you to get the kid to sleep.
Yes. As the kids are asleep, you can come join us.
Spam the heart emoji. Spam the heart emoji.
Right?
Spam it. Oh man. Did anybody okay, quick question. Did anybody watch the unedited like Trump interview with Tucker Carlson?
Oh, it was epic.
You not on X? Yeah,
Yeah. On X, formerly known as Twitter.
yeah. You had to watch it live to get the good version, you know, because you can't really. That's why we go live. You know, you can't fake the phone. Like, we can't go back and edit the wrong shit that we said. We said it. You're just gonna have to deal with it.
Well, that's the thing. Like currently, they Tucker uploaded it and it is completely unedited. It's just like raw, beginning to end.
Yeah.
And
That's the way real.
it actually had more views than Fox News and CNN on the actual debates.
Dude, they were getting tens of millions of viewers on X, and they were getting.
I think it was 126
at the-
million views.
I think at the peak was like 12,000 people watching the stream at one time.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
And then
that is.
Fox had, I think,
Nobody
the
watched
record
that thing,
of 23
Yeah,
million or something
Everybody
like that.
was watching Tucker because for some reason America has a boner for Tucker. You know, he's
And
okay.
they wanted to hear what the
National news,
legitimate
man.
president
He's
had to
enemy
say.
of
You
Trump.
know, I'm just saying.
Well, I watched it.
Right.
I wanted to know too.
Right?
Smoke and mirrors,
It's
man.
like I'm sorry, but like Biden should have been charged with illegal document handling a long time ago, which would have made him ineligible for running for president. Which means that would Biden, would Trump have won, and we would have had 2 years with Trump.
This is just what it looks
Just
like.
Well, see, here's the thing: if it
Tucker
comes
Carlson.
out in like 50 years or whatever the hell,
Or
that okay, it was election fraud. It was. Does that mean that we should totally illegitimize all the laws that were passed
We'll
during
have
the
to.
time of an illegitimate president?
They're gonna disclose it, but
Yes.
they'll put a time limit of 70 years on there. So by the time it comes out,
You mean like the pharmaceutical company saying you can't find out what's inside the shots for another 70 years?
Right. But they did really quietly release that they didn't test anything on it.
Yeah, they did quietly release that.
Yeah, but that there was no testing.
No testing, and they had two different versions. Both had horrendous side effects in labs tests with animals. But in order to bring down the numbers and cause deniability, they flooded the market with a bunch of the placebos. So a lot of people were getting injections of just salt water.
Yep. This way they knew they didn't kill so many people.
Exactly. Because if everybody got the shot and everybody came down with the daggum condition, then we got a problem. So they needed to flood the market with a third of the injections being, placebo injections.
And I leave for 2 seconds. And you start talking about stuff we shouldn't be talking about. God damn
it. Right? Yeah, it happened. It's because there's no Mikkel here.
You should have kept those cop shades on. I would have
just been fuck. See, did I hurt anybody's feelings? No. Sit down.
Oh, the goblin dude. He's like, oh yeah, a lot of people got saline.
Oh,
I think my nephew got saline. Because here's a fun thing. So he was in the military. He was in the Marine Corps.
Control group percentage.
When you are in the military, you don't have any rights. You are a lab rat.
Oh yeah,
you are given injections whether you want them or not.
Yeah.
Now he was told you got to go get your COVID shot, so he did. But when you're supposed to get a booster every so often, based on certain lot numbers, Marines were sent to go get their booster, and my nephew was told you're not allowed to go get a booster right now. And he never did. He never got another one because that would have skewed the data. So we're hoping he got one of the placebos.
There's a way you can extract this stuff out of your body.
Ooh, do tell. Oh wait. What was the metal that was?
It's not foolproof, and they're still doing lab tests, but there's multiple herbs and remedies you can do. Somebody's gonna call you
natural detoxifiers,
but you gotta do what you gotta do. I do find it very weird in this country that nobody ever
Goblin says activated charcoal.
It's just one of the things.
But no, there what was Gundy, do you remember what it was? Like what metals were interacting and actually causing the blood clots, and what it was that actually reacted with the metal?
Now we get pulled off of YouTube. There's no scientific data to back it up what we're saying. we have to say that,
It's the
it's YouTube gods.
People have been saying
that's only because the scientific data has been suppressed.
Yeah. So I don't know, it's really hard to believe anybody's story out there, like good or bad. Like I think everybody's just full of a bunch of shit, and we're all gonna explode in some solar flare in another 2 weeks or something. The end of the world is coming, and no one just gives a shit anymore. So everyone's just gonna pollute everything with it. Everyone's just gonna go insane.
What does that mean about what does that do for Bitcoin though?
I mean, a solar flare would probably wipe out most of it, unless something on the other side of the world was still.
Well, I mean, I don't try to do the doom and gloom.
Bitcoin.
Well, I'm always the person that's outside a cataclysmic event that would basically rewrite everything back to the Stone Age. It's outside of that, it's all the garbage that's going on today. How is this gonna be good? How can this be a positive for Bitcoin?
Because the more unstable the world gets, the more people flock to stable things.
Yeah, and the more unstable the money is, the more the people will flock to the good money.
Has been stable.
But everybody's still drinking the Kool-Aid, though.
I mean, dude, there's some people that'll drink the Kool-Aid until it kills them.
Oh yeah, but there's so many of them drinking the Kool-Aid. They still believe in the dollar.
Dude, when I start watching like African and Zimbabwean like leaders saying, in conferences, hey, don't it'd be a good idea to like not hold your any assets in dollars because they're going bye-bye. Say goodbye. And you got all these
people who have been in hyperinflated countries, they understand why Bitcoin. But America's never learned that. Neither has Britain, nor China, nor Russia.
Well, that's
Russia. Well, Russia learned once during the collapse of the USSR.
You don't realize there's other nations in the world that are starting up another currency that's going to be backed by heavy metals again. Gold, silver, platinum. And it's going to come out. And when it does, it's going to kill all the other fiats in the whole entire freaking world. They're all going to go bye-bye.
And right now, the suspicion is that China has the biggest allotment of physical gold.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It wouldn't surprise me at all if that's true.
They've been buying our gold off of us for 100 years.
Yeah.
They own all the gold in the country. No gold is allowed to leave the country in any way, shape, or form.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, of course.
All gold mines at some point in time got seized. The only reason why I know this one is Robert Kiyosaki. Now, if nobody knows that name particularly, it's the Rich Dad Poor Dad guy. Mm-hmm. He owned a silver and gold mine in China, and during the Chinese Revolution, they seized all the gold mines.
Yeah, sorry, this is mine. Thanks.
This is
now China seized it, right?
Yeah, it's now property of the Chinese government.
Yeah, he lost so much money at that.
Oh yeah, Robert Kiyosaki lost all of his investment, every bit of it.
Even though it was a good investment, it just as soon as it was seized.
Well, no, that's what happens in communist countries, bro. If they want your shit, they're going to take it and put you out in the street, and they're not even going to bat a fucking eye.
Yep.
They'll be like, if you go against them, they'll throw you in jail for, ever. Throw away the key. How many protesters from the 6th are still in prison right now for that crazy violent protest with no guns?
Yep.
And the only gun belonged to the police officers.
Yeah. Listen. If you're gonna have an insurrection, there's gonna be some bloodshed. So,
and all you Apple users out there know that they bent the knee to China and suppressed free speech between the people.
Ooh.
Yep.
Well.
Anybody that's sitting there using an Apple product, just know that they support the Chinese government full-heartedly. Why?
And China says
everything is built there. They are bought, owned, and controlled by that China.
I know. We let them all have it too. We're like, oh man, you're so much cheaper than over here. We're just gonna put all of our manufacturing over there.
Well, no. What they did. So it's actually a little bit worse than that. So China wanted all of the manufacturing. They wanted to be the world super hub.
Yeah, they do.
So the problem is that the closer that the Chinese yuan trades to the dollar, the more expensive it is to export. So China regularly inflates so that they have a lower trading pair because that makes it cheaper to export.
Yeah. Nice.
So they're playing a game of we will devalue our dollar faster because you cannot have cheaper exports than them.
Some kind of reverse arbitrage.
Right. So it's really kind of just like a weird race that they're doing. It's like it's a race to the bottom. Everybody wants to be the cheapest person, but nobody wants and and to be cheapest means you got to dilute. You have to devalue your currency, which means you have to steal from the people.
Yeah, essentially.
And as they steal from the people, the purchasing power goes away. It makes Bitcoin way more expensive artificially because the currency's garbage.
Dude, when this shit does kick off and it gets bad and people start raising up against our government, they're going to take everything, dude. Your 401k is going to disappear. Social Security is going to disappear.
Social Security is already a scam.
I mean,
the pandemic showed that. They were like, they got all scared about it because they wanted everybody to go back to work because as there's less people to be funding it.
So much money to keep around these days.
Right. And that's why they want to have a depopulation act, you know, where they get rid of the aged out people that no longer are creating value. Because they sat there and told them to spend, and did not teach them to invest, not teaching them to save, and teaching them that the government had their back. So they were relying on these 401ks. They're relying on Social Security because that's what they were told to rely on.
Giving us Band-Aids. They have
no. They're like buying votes. They're straight up using this stuff to buy votes. Anybody going, I'm not going to slash Social Security. Yeah. They're a socialist. That's a social program.
Oh, yeah.
Paid for by current taxpayers, paying for those who have retired.
But what is socialism without capitalism?
If you get rid of capital,
functioning.
Yeah, it's exactly.
It's communism.
Well, communism is communism.
Non-functioning.
Yep. You can't do it. And that's exactly what this government's trying to usher in.
Yeah, right.
It's like
I can do it. I'll prove it to you guys. Watch.
This is democratic socialism. It's never been tried before.
Oh, that's another one of my trigger words, dude.
Oh my god.
That's like calling dice random number generators.
When people say it's bad for our democracy, that triggers the shit out of me. Because I look people in the face, I'm like, when was the last time America was a democracy? Please tell me.
Right.
Because the answer is fucking never.
Not since
the constitutional republic.
They grind it into your brain so fucking much that you start believing it. And I hear people using those phrases all over the place now, and I'm like, no, it's wrong. That's totally 100% false.
Yep.
And as they sit there and devalue this currency by the trillions, it's going to make Bitcoin artificially more expensive overall.
I mean, we just seen this happen out live in Argentina, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not a good
Argentina in me and Gundy's, and I believe even Chris, in all of our lifetimes, Argentina has defaulted on the Argentina peso 4 times in our lifetime.
I mean,
El Salvador fucking defaulted. Yeah. El Salvador defaulted on the El Salvadorian peso. They said that they were so corrupt that they couldn't trust themselves anymore, started using the US dollar. Now that they're using Bitcoin, they're doing way better.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
Sound money. It works.
Right.
Well, when you can put money in your Bitcoin account, and even in crypto's wild fluctuations, it's still a better option than their current fiat currency.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy though?
Get devalued. What is it, like 20% a week now, or something like that? 15%. I know it's high. Like
something like that.
You know what's crazy though? When you think about it, it's like, okay, so USDC and Tether, it's like you're gonna have that, and it's it's a inflationary. The value is going down every time. Oh. Yeah, no.
But,
no, thank you.
Yeah, we in for some rough times, man. Even if by some miracle something happens and we change management of all this bullshit, like, it's gonna take some time to get back, and it's gonna get bad. And people, it's like save up a couple pounds of rice, a couple pounds of beans, and get some chickens.
All right, I got chickens. I've gotten 3 dozen eggs almost so
It's
far.
quite a walk from where I live to Nem's house, so I might have to get some of my own.
Right. My ladies are producing eggs. One of them just finally produced a full-size egg instead of the smaller ones. So I was like, woo!
Ooh.
You can jar the whole eggs too in just water, unrefrigerated, and they save.
Dude, they can sit out.
Mineral oil.
They can
as well.
they can sit out for weeks as long as you don't wash them.
I know, but I'm saying like you could save like a lot for like the winter time, and you know the once when they're not laying as much.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
There's so if I don't remember if you guys remember the show, but there was Doomsday Preppers. On Doomsday Preppers, there was actually somebody that was showing you how you could actually have eggs from your chickens and preserve them for 6 months to a year.
Yeah, it was like
Yep.
it was like
You know, because if what causes them to rot and spoil is oxygen.
yeah.
So if you coat the egg in like
Some
mineral
kind of
oil
liquid
or something else, you know,
or
it keeps the oxygen out and it lasts.
Yeah, the old way of doing it is
pack it in salt, throw it in.
well having it
Dip it-
like
Dip it in
water
wax.
water, you know, they store them in water.
Yeah. That's what all it was saying is you just have to put it in water in like a
Yeah.
freaking mason jar, and they'll last like.
That's
just
how
sit-
that's how the Amish do it.
Yeah.
They put
Well,
it
you
into-
were hanging out with Amish guys. Is that what they told you?
You can see it on YouTube. I didn't have to have them tell. Nobody was sitting there saying how to like set up a root cellar.
Uh-huh.
But it was a bunch of other things that you would need to know about, like farming in general, security.
You need to find some
what-
Amish, farmers on YouTube or
Crazy. We
something.
go back to that kind of lifestyle.
You're not gonna find Amish people directly. It'll be Mennonite. You'll be looking for Mennonite people and then other people who are doing documentaries on them.
Yeah, they don't like to have too much information from them.
They don't like too much technology.
They're anti-technology. So unless they're actually using technology to build things, like they can actually build their own electric furnaces and then sell them at like a farmer's market or wherever they go, and they'll sell it to the regular people, but they won't use it themselves.
Yeah, they certain orders of Amish will allow them to use rubber wheels versus metal wheels on their horse-drawn carriages. You'll have those who till their fields with horses, those who have an 80-year-old motor on it.
Killer. You got to crank that bitch like.
Oh my god! Like they're hand baling and stuff. Like they're hand baling the fields. It's freaking cool, but it's it's hard work. It's honest.
It is honest, that's for sure.
I don't know, man. I've been in the tech world for a while. Like, I almost kind of want to just sell all my shit, stockpile like 100K, and then just piece the fuck out to the mountains somewhere. Get yourself a plot of land, put up a lean-to.
Several acres.
I'm looking to get 10 plus acres, and I'm gonna be off grid. Doesn't mean that you can't have internet or anything like that. It just means that your public utilities you don't have.
Yeah, Starlink is pretty fucking sweet, I hear.
Right.
When you go out in the middle of nowhere. But you got to make sure you haul enough solar panels with you. So you get the internet up and running.
and what's really cool is you can go to like auction places and you can pick up like solar panels that are like 3 or 4 years old for like $50 a panel, and these are like they originally got sold for like $350, $450 a piece. You can get them 70%. At that point, no, they're at full capacity still. There's no degradation at this point.
There's degradation every year, but it's such a small
amount.
That
it's not like batteries where like every 5 years you need a new battery.
Right, you'll change your batteries out long before you change your panel out, unless there's like a couple of conditions. Hail, how close to the equator are you? Because that'll get you your sun rot.
It'll just be too intense.
Yeah, if you're in the desert area too, and you get a lot of
is horrible.
Oh yeah,
all right, it's horrible. That's one of the reasons why there was actually a solar panel company that was talking about creating a solar panel that actually was cone shaped and it would rotate. And that rotation right there would actually keep it cool. Now, that thing's gone the way of the dodo, but the technology concept sounded pretty cool.
The one that I would think that would be better, myself personally, and it's because it integrates, something that I understand, plumbing, and actually having the ones that had the hot water lines that ran through the panels to help cool down, because you're getting
like a radiator.
Right, you're transferring it into the household water. And like I remember them having panels that would also heat up your water too. But they weren't, I don't believe they were solar panels though. They were like solar water panels.
No, you have those are considered tankless water heaters that look like solar panels. They're tankless water heaters is what they are.
Right. I remember they would they looked like solar panels, but I knew they weren't. But they have that integration into a solar panel. I think would be really beneficial.
It was just like the opposite of like an engine cooling it.
And then it would also be able to handle mining.
Ooh.
Heat generation. You're getting rid of the heat.
Yeah.
So hold on. Goblin Dude says he got some snap caps for dry fire training, and asked if I ever use snap caps. No, I never used snap caps. For
live ammo, baby. We don't.
And if I did, I don't remember. I just know that we used blanks, and we had the daggum freaking thing that screwed onto the front of the rifle, so nothing was going to come out regardless. I don't know if those are called snap caps, but I don't recall the name. He said also, he asked if I'm still in. No, I'm not in the service anymore. I got out 2009. And
many moons ago.
Many moons ago. My retirement year would have been June 2 years ago. Application for the National Guard. Oh, you're going in? Outstanding.
Freaking standing.
I mean, being in the military did do some phenomenal things, and you will come to have your own opinions about life inside and the politics involved, but all in all, I think it's personally I think with the way that politics the US is going, it's like I am all about freedom to choose to go in or not to go in. But I kind of like the idea of, some people just need some daggum structure in their life. Maybe we should make it a 2-year mandatory service.
That is an interesting idea, because
that's what they do in Russia.
Yeah,
and in Israel.
Yeah, a lot of South American countries as well.
Gal Gadot was in the military. Wonder Woman kicked ass in real life.
This is not a problem. I crack men's head with my legs. Oh man.
Yeah, my nephew, he loved his time in the Marine Corps, but after he was injured, then he started seeing a lot of the politics that happens with the type of injury that he got and the flack that he was getting. So when it was time to re-up, he said, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Terrible. Right. You get hurt on the job, especially like why people gotta be hating on you for that shit.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
Yeah,
I got hurt doing my job, man. Like, what do you want me to do?
But yeah, I think if you believe that you need that kind of structure, then you will definitely do well in that sort of environment.
And I mean, it's just like a college degree. Like while you're in there, get your college degree, roll out. It'd be like a 4-year stint, at least at the end of it. If you don't get nothing, you got a degree out of it.
Well, here's the fun thing. If you actually get your college degree while you're in, then the GI Bill that you can receive after you get out,
it's much more.
You can actually use that for other purposes or pass it on to your kids. I know that in California, that's no longer necessary. So long as you stay in California, then your kids can go to any university absolutely free.
Yeah.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I don't plan on staying here forever. So.
Yeah.
But you're in California. They don't let people go either.
Come down to the East Coast, man. It's the best coast, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
you can't go from one extreme to the other, you know.
Absolutely, you can. I went from North Carolina, the East Coast, to California.
You
West
see,
Coast.
you need to stop off in the middle, and there might be like an equilibrium. I mean, you've been to one extreme and the other.
I think the next one I'd go to would either be Montana or South Dakota.
I don't know.
I believe both are constitutional carry states. I know Montana definitely is.
South Carolina, Georgia area. There's a lot of nice places over there.
Well, South Carolina is a bit too much like California, in my opinion, when it comes to like, you know, weather conditions and stuff. Like, honestly, I grew up in North Carolina. We had a range of seasons. It was wonderful, you know, and it was raining like 3 times a week. I never had to wash my car ever.
We get the seasons here where I'm at, but if you go to like Virginia Beach or even lower than that, like you're not getting snow at all. Like none. It's not happening.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that I want to do is I want to repurchase our old ancestral home, and the plot of land that my grandpa actually had on the Pamlico Sound. We actually had he had a vacation home, like a trailer. We could just fish right off the back porch, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great.
Pull right up to the canal.
Yeah, it was right there on the canal.
Yeah.
And so I would personally love to be able to get the ancestral home back and my grandfather's plot of land, and then do whatever else as well, you know, homestead type stuff. But as far as that's concerned, I mean, that house was in our family for 4 generations. You know, and it was 3 acres. We had, you know, farm, garden,
giant,
you know,
decent size.
It was a great place to just weather the storm.
Yeah.
You know, got all the food we need. Grew our own food.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go buy like a 1/4 acre somewhere on a mountain. And I'm just going to like dig in the ground and put like a shipping container in there. Have like a little snorkel up top so I don't like run out of oxygen.
So just a field of reference, 1/4 of an acre is 1/4 of a football field.
Yeah.
So if you have a football field, that's 1 full acre. Okay. So we had about 3 acres of land at the house. We had another 28 acres out in the woods somewhere that was sold off, but we'd go camping out there. But if you get like 10 acres or something like that, 15 acres, have a first house, grow a garden, and then family build the next house, let them do their own garden. And like you could have your homestead and never have to go to a dadgum nursing home because your whole family is right there.
Yeah.
You know, you're passing down a way of life that will sustain them even in the worst of times. We've already seen the videos where they're talking about how current day right now, we are living in times that are worse than the peak of the Great Depression.
So you remember that scene in Inglourious Basterds where they're combing the countryside looking for people?
Yeah.
I mean, that'll eventually happen. I mean, you can run and you can try and hide, but if they want to find you, they will.
Yeah, in North Carolina, a lot of the right there, Goblin. A lot of the ancestral homes, you know, they would actually have small little, you know, graveyards, you know, on, you know, the land, like in a certain section on that plot of land, like somewhere on past the garden or something like that. So you actually saw it quite often in North Carolina. And Yeah,
Oh,
you
people
didn't.
with family plot. Yeah, family.
Yeah, didn't have to pay diddly squat to nobody. Somebody died, it's like, okay, get
I've
chop
been
down a tree, build a pine wood box, dig a hole, and send grandma on her way.
This weird shit like now. You know how you pay off your car and you get like the title or whatever, but you still have to pay personal property tax on it. Or like if you own your property outright, but
your tax is registration.
Deed, but you're still a tenant.
Registration.
So I heard there's a way
like this thing right here with that sticker. Okay, that's you paying taxes.
You don't have to pay taxes anymore. But there's some like weird like forms you have to fill out and take to the courthouse and like I don't know. But a lot of people like think, we're like, oh, I gotta pay taxes on my house for the rest of their life. There seems to be a way you can not have to pay it anymore as long as you do their loopholes and go through their allodial title procedures.
Oh God, there's so they have made it practically impossible because they don't educate people about it. They don't tell you about it. And then when the judge says, are you so and so, so and so? The second you say yes, you're on the hook for their types of laws, maritime law.
Oh, you're going deep, man.
And that's because they can't actually rule on.
Well, the joke on the street is we're all born of our mother's water, so we're all lost at sea.
Yeah,
and they corporationized everybody with a birth certificate and so.
Before the birth certificate, your registration of live birth was documented in the family Bible, or after that, if you didn't have one of those, it was a certificate of live birth with capital and lowercase letters. Okay, but when a birth certificate came out, it was all capital letters, and you were an entity, a corporation, that the government was making money off of.
You're doing business as your name in all capital letters, or whatever.
And that includes your social security number. If a birth certificate is tied to a number, and that's your social security number. But a certificate of live birth doesn't have a social security number. Anyway, there's a whole lot more to it, and it's.
Oh yeah, John Jermaine. It's all about the lingual that they're using, the language.
But see, here's the other thing: if you try to go in there half-cocked, thinking you know something, and you want to, get away with, like walking into the bank and saying you want to take a loan out. Okay, they were like, oh, let's run your credit score, this, that, the other, whatnot. But
I heard
as an individual, as a human being in charge of the all capital, corporation that is, you actually are the custodian of all the money.
Yeah.
So you don't have to actually
unbeknownst to you
do credit crap.
Unbeknownst to you, they've been making.
It's a consumer transaction, not a credit transaction.
Documents in the stock market.
Anyway,
you can search your birth certificate. It's traded on the open stock market. Go look it up. It's there.
That's one of the ways they're making money off you. Tech man, he's like, identify as Bigfoot. You'll be hidden forever. Yeah.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, and John Jermaine, he's like maritime law, where the streets have islands and trucks unload at docks.
True story. It's weird, man. It's weird. That's why they make everything so difficult. That's where like, oh, you have to get a lawyer. I mean, if you look into the originations of the bar exam, that's a whole nother fucking fishbowl of crap that you can get out of.
Oh yeah, because a lawyer is there to represent you because you're incompetent.
The Britain certification, practically coming from the Queen herself. So
yeah, the bar.
Yeah.
They are under British law.
But we don't talk about that kind of stuff on this channel. You know, we try to keep it upbeat. You know, how was your day, Chris?
Out freaking
Awesome.
standing. We had so I reheated the barbecue stuff that we had cooked for my nephew on his going away on Tuesday, which was a great day, you know, and just absolutely delicious. We had like 5 kinds of meat. That just put in the stove at 170 for like 2 hours and just reheated it. Put it over rice. Great. Peckman asks, was Epstein Island in international waters? Ooh, that's a good question. I actually don't know the answer to that one. I haven't looked into
it was owned by the Queen of England.
Yeah, I thought it was owned properties. Yeah, it's like the whole block is owned over there.
Is it?
Yep.
Pretty positive, yeah.
Where was Epstein Island located?
I mean, they don't.
I don't remember that off the top of my head.
It's just Amy had a submarine license, so they don't give a shit. You're never gonna find me. That's crazy, man. Oh yeah, you're right. It's crazy for sure. We live in.
But yeah, if you guys want to have your mind blown, like literally just look up, find videos on how to actually, you know, claim your Social Security now, or how to become what is it? Not a naturalized citizen. What is it called again?
Dude, that sovereign citizenship is fucking bullshit. You need to just get out of all of it. Like, I have yet to see somebody that actually tells you how to get out of all of it.
Well, see,
or it could just
there are sources that will, but it's behind a paywall.
Yeah,
they have to get money because they're doing all the research. They don't have a job.
You want to help people, give it to them for free. Like, open source for the win. Let's go, you know?
Well, that's where you have so many different people actually sharing little nuggets here and there.
So people are just holding on to the old system, monetizing that shit. It's pathetic, man. We need to elevate beyond this kind of thinking, beyond this kind of mentality.
Well, that's just capitalism at work when you think about it. If you have a skill set or a knowledge set, you know,
and you also have free will as a human being, so you know there's that.
Yeah, you could totally actually do all the research yourself instead of you know, paying somebody else to spoon feed it to you.
And at the end of the day, you know, if they happen to be wrong on something in your state, or you file something wrong, you can get in some serious trouble doing this stuff. Like, I don't go about this lightly. Don't go out there and like just try to do this stuff, guys, because it's not.
Oh yeah, like I said, if you go out there half cocked, they got you by the balls.
DYOR all, like, seriously, like, be ready, because you start opening freaking Pandora's boxes like this, people come for you.
Mm-hmm. Like you literally have to have all your ducks in a row on every facet of everything, and that's the only way that they can't touch you. Because if you forgot to dot your I or cross your T or forget one little minutia,
if you did,
they got you.
That dingleberry,
they'll go after you.
Out of your ass yesterday, you're gonna be in trouble. Go. So how's the veggies going, then? You should probably be harvesting some stuff by now.
Oh,
right?
Man, I got a potato like almost as big as my face, dude.
Potato? You got a potato that big?
I got a potato that big. Oh my god!
Eyes?
I'm gonna be harvesting more this weekend.
I haven't seen a potato with eyes in a couple years. They don't have those at the grocery store anymore.
I know, so you can't grow your own. That's why they're genetically made to not do that. And then I've got onions drying in my garage right now. Let's see here. I've got cucumbers, zucchini, big old zucchinis too.
Tomatoes this time around.
Oh yeah, we got tomatoes coming out.
I will say, from experience, if you're planning on making pickles, don't let your cucumbers get too large, because then the skin gets tougher and it changes.
You almost want to pick them early,
okay.
like as juveniles.
You still want to like the regular dill jar, about that big is perfectly fine, but you don't want bigger. Okay.
No, I don't really pick them that big either. Yeah.
But like if you're planning on doing other things with it, like salads,
yeah,
fucking go for it. Let it grow.
Right. Yeah, we've been doing salads with it and stuff, and usually I'm not really big on cucumbers and zucchinis and stuff, but because it's out of our garden, I've been eating it.
I think I shared in.
It's almost like you have to, right? Like you,
right?
Eat that shit. Don't waste it, man. Eat that shit.
Right. Just saying. I mean, I've been having salad. I've had my own salads that I've been growing, different varieties of lettuce. It's delicious.
Hell yeah! I was actually looking into maybe starting up some microgreens, and
then we got a hedgehog that's been trying to eat our other lettuce. So
oh no,
we got a hedgehog problem now. It's like damn little critter.
Yeah.
Hold on, gopher or hedgehog? Because hedgehogs are huge. Gophers are the little guys.
They're big. It's a big guy.
All right, so it's like come out and see its shadow, and it disappears for 6 more weeks.
Yeah,
right.
That's a gopher.
It's a big guy. It's a big one.
I know it's a groundhog, guys, but I'm just saying.
Gophers
are huge.
it's like a giant woodchuck almost. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Groundhogs.
It's a woodchuck. No. It's a giant wood, dude. This thing is like a size of a cat, dude.
Dude, you need to set up traps. That's good meat right there. You're thinking about it now.
No,
I shared in the political meme party in our Discord 2 videos for like food type stuff, like growing your own garden and microgreens and stuff, and how microgreens are great for chickens and shit, so you should check it out. Hold on. Over 4 hours anyway. Plaster of Paris and peanut butter. The hell?
Peanut butter? You can't even take peanut butter into school anymore. Like, what kind of planet do we live on? Jesus.
Well, everybody has allergies.
Yeah, they got allergies because they didn't feed them any peanuts when they were a kid. People are too scared to have allergies. Like, man, as soon as my kids are old enough, I'm giving them weird stuff like shellfish. Like, I'm testing
crab
allergies,
fish, peanut butter.
Like, so what can you eat?
Hey, go play over there. There's definitely no bees.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, I mean, anybody who grew up in the 80s and 90s knows, like, you ride your bike, you jump in creeks, like, you get dirty, you get sick.
You get dirty enough in the creek, you're going to be eating mud. Guess what?
I mean, if
plenty of germs there. Guess what?
I'm sorry, if
you fight it off.
If you lived in the 80s, you have an amazing immune system.
Absolutely. Jesus.
You probably consumed enough what is it called? Preservatives to keep you alive until at least 150.
Right.
Provided you don't eat too many of the freaking poisonous shit at the grocery store.
Stay away from all those
grow gardens, not lawns.
That's right.
Grow gardens, eat organic.
And if you guys are in an apartment and you guys want to sit there and still grow something, and you're like, I got one window, that's it. That's all I got. You know what? Check out, and again, this is not a shill. It's just a local company, a local small homestead. It's called Barefoot Microgreens. So you can check out Barefoot Microgreens, and you can get a microgreen kit that you can set up in a window and have fresh food growing.
Dude, you can
not just that, you could also actually get one of the garden towers. If you get a garden tower, okay, and then you get grow lights.
I mean, you guys are getting
microgreens have more nutrients than most foods out there.
You're absolutely right, and you can use it just in it with the windowsill. But there's also kits with grow lights that can do it too.
Sell crazy kits.
But I'm saying, if let's say you want to grow something bigger, like actual like tomatoes or potatoes, and you don't have the lawn or the yard to do it.
I'll send you a root
If
vegetable.
you-
It's a root
Oh yeah,
vegetable.
you
Add
can
a
do it.
garden tower. Get a garden tower and a grow light.
Make potatoes garden tower. No
I don't know if you can do a garden tower with a
It's like trying to grow
potato.
a carrot inside. You know, it's just not going to happen.
Well, you need more room.
Not the small skinny garden towers. You need a bigger one,
Yeah, I mean,
like the one that
you.
the
Well,
big
no.
one- the big one
I
that
would
rotates
hold
and
on,
spins.
Chris. I would go further and
Yeah,
just be like,
potatoes.
I would say, just get a 5-gallon bucket if you're gonna do potatoes.
Yeah.
Just bite just a 5-gallon bucket. You're good to go.
and if anybody invested in one of these tents for their mining stuff and they're not mining anymore, take your freaking cards off the rack, put some trays in there, microgreens, and bam, boom. Hit up a couple farmers markets, and that's a side gig, 100% all the
Right.
time.
Oh,
You know, learn the plants
Microgreens
that
grow
you're growing.
so damn fast. You can harvest them every week, and they'll grow back.
Yeah.
Or
They'll grow so many. You get so many harvests off of
cut
them,
them
and then they're done.
and then feed the scraps.
Go
to
to your
chickens.
favorite restaurant and
Right.
tell them, hey, I got like XXX, like, microgreens. You guys want in on this? And should you do that to a couple restaurants? You won't have to do anything else.
Yeah, you could turn microgreens and
I
grow
know
tents into a full-time
whoever thought that you can grow things in grow tents. It's not just mining equipment.
business. I know, right? What the heck?
It's
This is mind-blowing information.
you
It's
know,
growing
I
a garden is like printing your own money.
I was actually surprised whenever I saw somebody using use the weed bag for a sandwich.
Yeah. Oh, wow, this fit in there pretty perfectly.
Oh my god,
It actually fit like perfectly, like it was designed for
this
it.
is mind-boggling.
Well, you can have the mining tent, you can have the microgreens tent, and then you can have the marijuana tent.
Right.
If you
just
got a
have
spare
them
bedroom, don't Airbnb it. Put your grow shit in the
Yeah.
closet and
It'll pay
use
for
the whole
itself.
room as a garden. Fuck it.
Hey man, I used an Airbnb to mine in. What are you talking about?
It can be done.
I'm
Right,
saying don't
I'm-
Airbnb your room for like $55. Grow some shit.
Right.
That
I
should
just
be
went.
ready to
I
stream.
went to an Airbnb and took some mining equipment with me. I'm like, if we're renting it, I'm gonna use the power.
That's
There you
right.
go.
Your bill for this month is way higher than it normally is. I mean, you were only running some little guys, so it wasn't too bad.
Right. If I knew it was a newer
The
building,
3090 rig didn't show up.
if I knew it was a newer building, I would have brought bigger equipment.
3090 in the trunk. Let's go. You still running that 3090 rig at home?
No, none of the GPUs are running right now.
No.
No. I just got some CPUs running.
Dude,
I was thinking about maybe firing up a Bitcoin machine.
See what having a fiat job does to you, man? It's terrible.
Right.
Grow gardens, not lawns.
There you go. Yo, it's 8:20 my time. You know what that means? It's time to
Oh.
talk about what's happening tomorrow, Saturday.
Oh.
What's
Oh.
happening tomorrow, Brian?
I believe that
mining.
Mikkel is going to be going live at some point in the morning. Then you're going to have Serpent X. I believe you'll have like Red Panda or somebody after that. I'm not really sure the whole morning lineup on there. But stay tuned to your favorite YouTubers in the morning. They will definitely be doing something, of course. One of them. And then you got me and Mikkel with mining after dark in the evening. So
sexy intro.
and I will probably also go live at some point in time tomorrow on crypto and hot rods. Since I don't,
farming.
I might do some farming stuff tomorrow for
Yeah,
sure. At least
do
in the
it.
morning.
Or at least create a new channel dedicated to
Hello, my
your
name-
farming adventures.
I have that, and I'm waiting for the Wi-Fi to we need to take a nice little photo so that we can use it as the thumbnail, and then we need a farming style background that we can do as like the backdrop to the channel itself, and then we'll start posting stuff on there. So I'm like literally waiting for her, and she's on the other side of this green screen. getting called out publicly.
Come on, Rianne.
Hey, for the
Come on, Rianne.
Everybody's like, come on.
hey, Nem, for the thumbnail, you gotta have two eggs from your chickies on your eyes like this, just going. For some reason, like YouTube really loves the thumbnails with your mouth open. I don't know why. Like those are the videos that always do better, right?
Seriously. Just like crack an egg yolk.
I'll do that with a store bought because I wouldn't want to waste one of my homegrown ones.
Well, see, what you do is you just do the pose, and then you take a photo of you actually cracking, and then you take both. That way, it looks like you're doing it to yourself. All right, that way you don't actually have to get egg in your mouth.
You're getting all too complicated on this now.
No, I'm just saying
Right.
the store-bought shit is just like nasty. I would actually trust the organic shit at home before that.
But I wouldn't want to waste a good organic one, man.
You wouldn't be wasting it. You'd drink that shit like Rocky,
Yeah.
just minus the blender.
Hey, you guys, I was looking into drinking some eggs and stuff.
That's your
No.
protein for the day, and the omegas.
You gotta get that protein, man. You
Yeah.
gotta get in you.
Those homegrown organic eggs fight cancer.
Right.
Oh, can't say that out loud. They fight the big C.
Yeah,
Right.
man. Man, YouTube is gonna love this episode, guys.
Seriously.
Well, we'll just add in the last little part then. Ivermectin has been clinically proven by the CDC to help with COVID.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna hate us.
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun. It is an approved
On that
method
note,
of
it's
treatment.
time for a freaking announcement because we haven't.
Hell
done an
yeah.
announcement. Let's get some FAs in the chat.
We need
before
lots
head out
of
here.
need lots of
We
FAs.
need
Lots.
FAs, guys. It's an amazing night. I've absolutely had a blast hanging out with you all. We had a great topic of conversation. Several topics. So let's get some FAs in that chat.
We need lots of FAs. All you awesome people out there, drop those FAs in the Chizity chat.
Goblin Dude, Tech Man. John
While you're doing all that, smash that lizardy like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. You know what to
You
do.
know where to
Ooh.
find us.
And if you're brand new, join the Discord down below.
We got Discords,
Right.
baby. Discords are awesome.
Discords, Patreons. We got a lot of FAs up in here, bro. We got a lot of them.
Oh, it's time. It's time.
It's time, bro. It's time.
Ladies and gentlemen, DCA Adventure is rated F for fucking awesome.
Oh.
I love it.
And with that being said, I guess.
No,
what-
we got one more thing.
One more thing. One more thing.
One
Patreon.
more
What?
thing.
What's that?
Patreon on Sunday. Patreon on
DogeLord
Sunday.
Coffee. DogeLord Coffee is running out of time, guys. Your
Oh,
limited
shit.
edition shit is going to be disappearing.
Closing end of the
Don't
month.
forget our boys, our fam over at Concealed Network. Their swag's going to be disappearing too. So definitely get some of that before they're gone. and
So
get
what you're
the-
saying is that Conceal's merch is gonna be hidden.
It's going to be hidden, just like their privacy. Like privacy keeps you hidden, their merch will be hidden
Oh.
after not too long. So get it while it's still good. Oh, and we still have our classics that you guys asked for. Don't forget, we still have the DCA collection and a few other things over there. So definitely grab some of that. I know Brian's got the shirt and mouse pad on the way. So
Oh, fuck yeah.
awesome stuff right there. And guys, we'll see you on the next one.
That's right. Tune in
Yo.
tomorrow.
So peace out, stay savage, and we'll see you on the next one. Yo.
Peace out, guys.